Welcome to the metaphysical journey. Tonight, I'd like to do a pick a card reading, and I ask that you decide between card number one, card number two, or number three. And while you decide, I'm going to shuffle the deck. For this, I'm pulling from the Sock Monkey Oracle. It's not one that I would really feel the energy of tonight to pull from, but anyway, I was very clearly told that that's the deck to use, so that's what we're going to do. So for those of you that chose card number one, your card is education. Education. Now, on the surface, of course, this could mean going back to school, learning something new, some type of a new craft or a skill. And that is always important. And I'm sure that you probably do that anyway. But I'm picking up this is different. This is about the education of yourself, getting to learn more about yourself, educating yourself on your patterns. Seeing yourself for who you truly are, there are things that happen in your life that come your way and that you deal with. And you sometimes wonder or ask yourself, why did that just happen? Why does that keep happening to me? I don't understand what that's about, type of thing. Those types of questions that you may have. And it's like sometimes you may feel like you don't even know who you are anymore because everything's different. And the thing is, on this, things have changed. You have been changing, and it's time to take a break, not do shadow work. God, no, there's enough of that going around right now. So maybe give that one a little bit of a break, but take a break, take a step back and look at yourself and reassess who you are and who you've become. This is about seeing the things that you have been manifesting and putting forward. These would have been dreams or hopes that just a month or two ago seemed like never going to happen. And now suddenly things are starting to play out for you and they're starting to come forward. So take the time to get to know yourself better. And when I say that, what I mean is revisit your dreams list. A dreams list. I don't know why that came to my mind, but it's a dreams list. The things that before that you had written down, or you have them memorized in your mind of like, these are my goals. These are the things that I hope to achieve and accomplish. Because what you're going to see when you review that is that you've been knocking those off the list and possibly not even aware of it. And the reason why you're not aware of that necessarily is because they haven't been presenting themselves to you in the way that you had initially anticipated when you wrote them on the list. So it's like you had homework for yourself and it's coming forward. The universe has a different way of presenting things. It's not exactly always how we think. So stop and re-educate yourself on that list of dreams and goals because you're going to see that they are actually happening. I hope that makes sense for you. So once you do that and you see the new list and the goals, then you may choose to learn a new skill or a new craft or something that's going to help propel you further with that, whether that's taking just certain little classes or working with a mentor or a guide that can teach you how to do something that's along the lines of whatever was on your list. So education, the education of you for you. Be a good student. All right. For those of you who chose card number two, let me pull your card. And it is, here we go. Hear no bad stuff. Good luck, right? Hear no bad stuff. Hmm. I I understand why I was told to pull the sock monkey oracle. This card has some very, very powerful energy. When we think of hearing no bad stuff, we automatically think of bad stuff coming from another person. But this one's about bad stuff coming from yourself, from your own mind, from your own thoughts. It's quite possible that when you think of yourself or your self-talk is you, you feel kind of like a sock monkey and you think that other people see you the same way, that you're just a joke, you're a laugh, you don't mean anything, you're just for comedy or other people to laugh at. And that is not true. Even things that we think of as humorous or funny pack a very powerful message and lesson, as do you. It's really time to stop listening to the inner talk that's taking place inside of you. You may not see yourself as someone that's very important or as someone that doesn't matter, but you do. You make a huge difference. And you have to start to see that and feel that within yourself. So hear no bad stuff, not from others. People are always going to talk. And a lot of times people will say things about another person because they're jealous or envious, or there's something within that other person that they wish that they had, and they don't know how to accept or how to deal with the responsibility of that. So they just make fun and lash out. But this is about what's coming to you from inside your own thoughts. This is about believing in yourself. Know that you matter. The divine thinks you're amazing. You're perfection. You have to see that within yourself and don't listen to the thoughts that are coming because you're not a sock monkey. You're a beautiful divine being, a spark of light. You're perfection. And you really have to start seeing that because once you can see that, even if it's daily affirmations, you tell yourself every day, I am a big deal. I'm important. I matter. If you start to do that, after a while, it will it'll resonate with you and you'll start to believe it. And once you start to believe it, you'll also start to see it. And you'll see it all around you and you'll see how people will respond differently towards you. It makes a huge difference. I'm looking for, do I have it? Of course I don't. I would have had it had I known that this card was going to come up or had I known why I was pulling the sock monkeys. Um, Hang on just 1 second. Sorry about that. I realized that I can pause and I needed to do that. There's something I want to read for you for card number 2 and for everyone. I've read this before. I've shared this before, but right now you really need to hear this because it's true. And this is a poem by Marianne Williamson. It's called Our Deepest Fear. And it says, and as I read through this, listen to the words and let them resonate with you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It is not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So don't listen to the bad stuff that comes from your own thoughts. Those are just lies that you're possibly hearing or saying because you're afraid. You're afraid to allow yourself to really open up and be who you are meant to be. Be who you are, because who you are matters, and who you are is perfection. So it's card number 2. Okay, card number 3. Here we go. It was kind of intense. Sorry about that. Card number 3. Baby steps. Baby steps. Slow down. Right now, Spirit is asking you to look at your progress and where you are in terms of baby steps, because you're comparing yourself to other people. In particular, you're comparing yourself to memes and reels and things that you're seeing on social media in particular, not so much with the people around you, but with those 3 things. Social media is a facade. It's a lot of fakery. It's people putting real stuff out there, but it's just because a person puts out a reel or a meme or some type of thing, it does not mean that they are all of that. It means that they are working toward that, or they've read it someplace else and they're going to say it to make it sound like it's them, but it's not. Don't assume that what you're seeing on social media is the end all be all and that they're in perfection. They are learning just like you. We all are. None of us are perfect in our minds and in our eyes. In divine, yes, we're considered perfection, but within ourselves, we're not. And so when we allow ourselves to look at those things and assume that's where we should be, we are deceiving ourselves, just like we are being deceived by the ones posting that. Because the ones posting it, they know that they are students as well. And if you were to speak with them, they would be the very first to tell you that. I am positive of that. They would never say, yes, I'm all of that. So consider your path. It's baby steps. It's one step at a time. You have to take one step at a time, because in between each of those steps, there are lessons, there are things that you learn. And sometimes each of those steps bring a different perception of who you are and how you see the world and how you see yourself in the world and how you see the world presenting itself to you. So that little baby step, it may seem to you like, why is this taking so long? It takes exactly the amount of time it needs to take for you. The divine is working this out specifically for you. The way that you step and move forward is different than anyone else. So it is not a one size fits all, ever. If it was a one size fits all, that means you wouldn't get the specialized attention that you are worthy of. And that's what it comes down to. So, baby steps. Realize that what you may consider a baby step is actually a huge leap forward in your spiritual progress and journey. and your journey is specifically tailored for you. Embrace that and know that that happens because you are deeply loved by the divine and by your guides. They want to make sure that you succeed and that you don't fail. And if the step was too big, you might stumble and fall, and that could actually set you back even further because you might think, well, I'm a failure. I can't do this. It's too hard. I'm just going to give up. The divine never wants you to give up, and they are going to put things in front of you in a way that is perfect just for you. So what you might see as a baby step is actually a huge leap each and every time you make it. So have faith in yourself, because your guides, your ancestors, everyone on the other side, they have full faith in you and they know that you can do this. So they have created this exercise workout program just for you and your spiritual well-being. Don't doubt that. Just accept it and know that you are loved. Huge, big love. Embrace that. What I'd like to do now for all three cards is I'd like to pull one card from Gabrielle Bernstein's Spirit Junkie. Sorry, I couldn't read it upside down. Spirit Junkie. Let me pull one card and see what we get for everyone here. All right. I don't look at the cards because I don't want to cheat. Here we go. God, I got you wear our glasses. This is really small. This is what it says right here. Today, I consciously choose to think loving thoughts, take compassionate actions, and bring forth peaceful energy. Well, that's a beautiful card for all of the three that we had. Consciously choosing to think loving thoughts about ourselves, the things that we might hear in our head, throwing those out and say, you know, I'm not going to listen to that. I want to think love about myself. I want to learn more about myself to educate me on who I am, because in my life, I matter, and you need to be saying that. And also the loving, kind thoughts and actions, take compassionate actions, one baby step at a time. So this works with all three cards. I hope that these resonated with you and helped, that the card number that you chose was a message specifically for you. If you chose all three, I hope that they work for you as well. I want to tell you how much I appreciate you for following me on the metaphysical journey. I hope that if you're watching on the YouTube channel that you will subscribe, please. But each of you matter. Never forget that. You matter in my life, but more importantly, you matter in the lives of everyone around you. When you walk into a room, you change the energy, because that's the nature of who you are. You have a lot of power, more than you realize. Take that power very responsibly, be responsible with it, and use it for the highest good and the highest purpose, because that's what we're here to do. Anyway, thank you and have a beautiful evening. Bye.